All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back to the Quadzilla Banshee build. If you guys didn't watch the previous videos on this thing, you guys know that I bought this for $3,750 about, it's been a couple months now, 5 months ago. And the first ride, it blew up within 10 minutes of riding it. And then it scored the piston and the cylinder really badly. So I had to bore it out to an 88 millimeter, which is 2 millimeters over bore. And then I got a brand new Weisco piston for it, rebuilt it, and then it blew up again within 1 minute of starting it up. So I ended up rebuilding it for the final time with a new Weisco piston, honed it out, and we're still at 88 millimeters. But I stacked the gaskets right here on the base, and I put 3 base gaskets on, and that seemed to fix the problem. What I think was happening was the piston was hitting the head, and I think the deck was shaved at one point, causing the piston to be raised above the cylinder about 1 millimeter. So I made up for that millimeter by adding base gaskets, and now the squish is good, and it should not be hitting the head anymore. We took it for the first ride last video, and it seemed to run good. The only issue we were having was it was a little bit lean on the pilot and a little bit lean on the main. So I looked up some specs online, and some people said that the pilot should be 55 or 60, and right now we're at 48. So we're a little bit lean on the pilot, and right now we have a main of 178, and we should really have a 185 in there. So we're a tad lean, not horrible, but I don't want to run this thing lean and blow it up for the 4th time. So we are going to rejet it today before we do the top speed run, which I promised you guys last video. So right now in this thing is a Suzuki Quadzilla engine from 1987. These quads are the fastest production 2-stroke quads ever made. I believe they go right around 80 miles an hour stock, which is insane. Banshees go 75, and Quadzillas were supposed to go 80 something, I know. So this thing is going to fly, especially since it's in a smaller, lighter frame. So that should be pretty sketch, I would think. Plus it's got some knobby tires on it, so it should be pretty interesting. But we're finally doing that today because the snow melted from the road. So before we attempt that, let's rejet this thing and see if we can get that dialed in. It looks like the air filter is pretty clean. I oiled that up again before the first ride last video, and that seems to be holding up. All right, let's get this carburetor off of here. Carburetor off, and right now we've got a fuel mixture of I think it's 28:1. So last video we followed the plug. I'm gonna keep running that 28:1 just for the initial top speed run. If we follow another plug, that's no big deal. At least we're not gonna blow up the top end. I'd rather follow a plug and spend $2 on a spark plug than spend another $300 on the top end. So we've got the updated Keihin carburetor on this Quadzilla Banshee, and typically you run a Mikuni, and the jets are way bigger. So when you look up Quadzilla specs, it's going to give you a Mikuni carburetor, and I think you run like a 300 something main, and in this one it's like a 100 something. So I guess people like this carburetor better for tuning. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I guess it's good that we've got this type of carburetor. We might do a quick clean too, just in case. And you could change the main jet from right here as well, but we need to change the pilot too, so. Alright, let's see what's going on. Super clean in there. I already cleaned this probably like 3 times, so we'll probably just blow it out. But let's see what we've got. Yeah, you can see we've got 178 main in there. Let's take that guy out of there. Put that off to the side. And then we've got a 48 pilot right here. So let's get our jets out here, see if we can find the correct ones for it. This container's got a bunch of them. We need a 185 main, so let's try to find that in here. There's 195, 165, 178, 188. That's pretty close. Trying to find exactly 185 here. 178. Is there 185? What the heck? Oh, 185. Found her. There's a 185. We'll kind of compare the holes to make sure they're... Yeah, you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's the difference. So it's a slight difference, but it's there. So we'll twist that guy in there. 185 going in. I think we're going to throw a new spark plug in to see what the color is after the top speed run. We want a coffee brown color. Alright, and then the pilot we're looking for is... Pilot is going to be 60. So right now we've got the 48 here. So looking for a 60 here. Might have to go with a 55. Thought there was a 60 in here, but maybe not. We're gonna have to go with 55. In the range I said online was, I believe it was 55 through 60. Got my chart right here. So we had a 48 and we need a 60 or a 55. So we'll go to a 55 since that's all we have. Hopefully that works. In there, let's see what happens here. Needle position in the middle, and then 1.5 turns out on the air screw. Let's do that. Let's see what we're at for the air screw right now. One. We're only at 1, so let's do 1.5 exactly. Alright, that's good to go, and then we'll go look at the needle here quick. Alright, let's see what we've got going on for the needle. I believe we were in the highest position. It's a 6mm on here. Yep. That comes out like that. Oh no, we were in the middle. Alright, well, good to confirm. We are in fact in the middle position. Alright, carburetor's all back on. I put a different line on here as well, and then also a drain for the overflow because that was missing on it. So a couple new lines on there. And then we got the boot back on. Everything looks good. So let's try to start up and see what that sounds like. Before, idle was a little bit high, so hopefully it comes down a little bit. Oil is pretty low. Sounds pretty good though. Started right up too. That's a good sign. Alright, seems like it's running pretty good. We're going to check the plug now and then probably replace the spark plug with a brand new one just so that we can read it after we ride it to see what the plug looks like. If I can get the cap off here. Right now we're running a BR8ES. I'm gonna look up what the stock plug is for this thing as well. It's dark, which is good. It's not brown, but yeah, we'll see what it looks like with the new jets. Looks like it was running pretty rich. Alright, just got back from the store. This is all they had for plugs. NGK. It's brand new. You can see it's white. They had BR8ES. The plug you're supposed to run for it. So the plug you're supposed to run is B8EGV. And people said the ones with the resistors, which is BR8ES, they don't last as long, but they still run okay. We're gonna run that, see how it does. I bought a couple of them. So if we do follow the plug, we can just change it right back out for a brand new one. We'll check the plug after we ride it for a bit to see if that's brown or see what color that is. All right, new plug installed. This thing is all ready to go. So let's head out to my parents and take it for the little top speed run. All right, I'll load it up. Ready to go. Alright, made her out here. The road looks pretty clear. Doesn't look like there's any snow on the road. So we should be good. If you guys watch my other speed videos, we usually start from down there and head all the way out over here. So we will see how it goes today. Hopefully we don't blow it up for the third time. Alright, let's see if we can start this guy up. It'll idle down in a little bit. Let's see, fuel's getting to it. We're gonna check and see if it's smoking before we go full speed on this thing. Starts right up though. Thing is pretty awesome. Sounds really good. Smoking plenty out of there. See if it's better with those jets in there. Thing is a monster. Alright, we got the speedometer here. You can see that's working. We're gonna hook that up to the quad so we get an accurate reading. Let's see here. Ooh, it's a little chilly. A little chilly on the fingers. Alright, write your predictions down below. How fast you think it's gonna go? I'm gonna guess 70 something. Here we go. That should be exciting. She's fast. She's really fast. Holy cow. All right. Here we go. What do you guys think? Let her warm up for a little bit longer. I'm just so afraid of it blowing out. Alright, hopefully the front wheels don't wobble too much. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can hold it here. That's so sketchy. I didn't even get out of like third gear. Oh man. Oh man, that's sketchy. It's a little vibrating up in front. I don't know, what did we get there? That was like third or fourth gear. Oh, that was 74.35 right there in like fourth gear. Holy cow, that is crazy. This thing's gonna go fast. Oh man. That was so sketch though. Already as fast as a Banshee in fourth gear. Whew. This thing is fast. That thing's really fast. I'm afraid to go any faster, but should we try her again? Whew, that was fast. See if she starts back up here. Sounds pretty good though. I think our jetting's pretty much spot on there, or at least close. We'll go back down here. 26, 27, 28, 31. 40 right here. We're gonna let her cool down for a little bit before the next speed test here. Alright, we're gonna let her cool down to the touch. And then I'm gonna try to position that so we can see the speed as we're going. So I know when to stop when we're probably over 80. Whew. Sounds pretty good though. Everything is running good, no leaking. Doesn't look like the coolant's spilling anywhere. I don't think. So it's not boiling. That's good. Let's see if the snow's melting on it. Oh yeah, she's hot. She's hot for sure. Cool her down a bit. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Holy cow. I can't hold it. It's too much wobble up front. So sketchy. I hit the last gear so late, and because I had to slow down because the wheel wobble was too bad. Let's see what we hit here. 75.87, which is basically 76 miles an hour. It would go over 80 for sure, but I just can't hit that last gear. It's too wobbly up in the front. I would, but I don't really want to die. You could see it if you look at the video. It's so wobbly. I'm holding on and the wheels are like that. It's not worth it. I know it goes over 80 though, for sure. Because we hit the last gear and we were already, I think we dropped down, we were like at 75, and then I hit the last gear when I let off the throttle and dropped down to like 50, so I had to climb back up. But if I hit it at 75 and then hit the last gear, we'd be probably 85 miles an hour, easy. So, yeah, this thing is fast. Really fast. We just have to figure out the front end wobble on this thing. It's not good. I don't know why that's wobbling so much. I think maybe there's slime in here though. And when the slime rotates, it all packs up into one side of the wheel and makes it heavy, so then you feel like a wheel wobble. And that's really common. So I wonder if we can put some different tires on it and if that would solve the problem. Because right now it's so wobbly. Kind of want to hit 80, but I don't know if it's worth it. I wonder if we could do it right here and hit 80 going down this road. I don't know. I don't really want to die. Starts right back up. In third gear. That's pretty fast. All right, we did 2 rounds of top speed runs, and the first one was 74 something, and the second one was the fastest one at 70. Let's see if you guys can see it here. 75.87 miles an hour, so 76 miles an hour. And that was with me not hitting 5th gear at the right time. So I hit it probably at like 50 miles an hour when really I should have hit it right when I was at 75. But like I said before, the wheel wobble in the front end is just too bad. I couldn't go any faster without it just losing control. But it definitely had another gear and it wanted to go. And like I said before, I'm guessing 85 miles an hour this thing goes. At least. Maybe even faster. But I don't think I am going to be going that fast. If somebody wants to come and ride it, feel free. But I gotta figure out that wheel wobble. And I'm pretty sure it's slime in the tires, because I've had that before. I don't know if it's the back tires that have it or the front ones. But I'm guessing the front ones, because it looks like they had studs before for the ice. So usually people put slime in it to prevent leaking. But yeah, oh man, it's fun. It's a blast to ride. And in 3rd gear on the way back home, I hit 65. So that's insane. 4th gear, I think I hit like 75 in 4th gear. Then 5th gear, it should hit 85 if it keeps on going up 10 miles an hour like that. But yeah, I think her jetting's pretty good. I heard it break up a little tiny bit, but it cleared right out after we hit full throttle, so I think she's fine. Alright, so we rode it around for a little bit. Got some drone shots. Pretty fun, but then it was revving up really high and I was like, what the heck? And we already ran out of gas. After riding like 20 minutes. This thing's a gas hog for sure. I mean, it does have a pretty big jet in it. But still, I mean, that sucked through the gas. But that's probably a good thing because I was going to attempt the top speed run one more time, but I don't know. Probably good that I'm not doing that. We gotta fix the wheel wobble before that happens again. Alright, let's see what the plug looks like now that we got it home after the first ride with a brand new plug. See if it's nice and brown. This will kind of tell us what's going on with the jetting. If it's white, it's too lean. If it's black, it's too rich. But because our fuel mixture is 28:1, it might be a little black. Oh, it's actually not bad at all. Brown tip right here. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little on the darker side, but running pretty decent. Maybe a tad rich, but that doesn't look too bad. Very, very dark brown. So I'm pretty happy with that. We're pretty much spot on with the jetting. And a lot of other people on forums said that they run the same jets for a 88mm big bore. So I think we're gonna keep the jetting the same unless we have other problems, but as of right now, I'm gonna keep it like that. But yeah, anyway, top speed, I think it would probably go 85 if it didn't have the wheel wobble and if I strung it out in the last gear long enough. But because the wheel wobble's so bad, I don't want to get it to the point where you can't control it and then you just fly off of it and die. Because when you're going 85 miles an hour on this thing, it gets a little sketchy. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video of the top speed run on the Quadzilla Banshee. This thing is definitely a fast machine, and once we get that wheel wobble fixed, we'll have to attempt it again to see what this thing can hit. But yeah, that will be the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, we are out.